Oh man, what's up, guys? Born Detailer Podcast. I'm Jaime Gonzalez.
I'm Shad Stoker.
What's up, bro? Man, it is good to see you.
You too, man.
Really good to see you. Bro, it's so good. Look at that. Bro, what a week. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I feel like I always say that, man. You know how it is, going a million miles a minute, trying to conquer the world every single day.
Bro, speaking about million miles, we're just gonna get right into this video, bro.
That's how I do.
Just because you just gotta see this, and I know everybody's seen it. And if you haven't seen it, it's because you're whack and you're following the wrong people. So let's see this real quick. Just straight up, let's go. If you haven't seen this video, Mom, look at this dude.
Heart-stopping moment, an enraged driver crashes
Bro.
right into a car dealership.
He told him.
He told him, bro.
The men inside
Who
can't
hasn't want to
believe
do
what
this? Who hasn't want to do that?
Wanting to do something
Yeah,
and
have
actually
you-
doing
have
it,
you
though.
not-
You know, come on.
But bro, is it like bad for me to like be cheering this dude on?
No, I mean, I would want to know more. I didn't really. I saw that, but I didn't read into the specifics of what happened, what caused that. So I would want a little bit more context before I rooted for him. Like,
Bro,
do you know the story? What happened?
I don't know the story, but I can tell you right now what happened. He bought a car. I don't know the story.
What
I don't
happened
know
is
the
he bought
story.
it,
He
got
bought
home,
the car,
and his girl
Yeah,
said
let's-
no.
Okay, let's listen to the whole story, and then I'll give you my opinion.
just
Let's
happened.
listen.
Is anybody under the car?
No.
Tyler Slade is a manager at the Mazda dealership in Sandy, Utah.
It was kind of a
Dude, this guy
very,
look-
very scary situation.
This guy
The
looks like
manager
he lies
says
all the
earlier
time.
in the day, the driver had purchased
car
a
salesman.
used Subaru Outback for $4,000.
Several hours
Oh,
later, he came
man,
back
bro.
and he was very emotional, upset about the vehicle. Had been to his mechanic, said there were some things wrong with it, and he would, like to get his money back. He said, "Listen, if you don't give me my money back right now, I'm going to run this car right through the front door."
Slade says the driver got so worked
Bro,
up.
he wasn't gonna. He did. So he said he was gonna give the money back.
That guy said he was going to.
He said they were not gonna give him the money back.
No.
Don't come on, bro. Like,
Come on.
really? They weren't gonna give him the money back. So
Right.
I don't get why this guy's fronting like that. Like,
That's just
you're not gonna give him the money back. And I'm in the car business too. So we're both in the car business.
Yeah.
You're like, bro, you signed the dotted line, but that's cold-blooded on his part. Like, I deal with a lot of dealers, and a lot of the dealers I deal with would have, like, they're pretty honorable in my opinion.
That's crazy to me to think that you can't take it, like, that you don't have a day to, like, you know what I mean?
Day, bro?
A day, like hours,
come
4
on.
hours. Like, if we're talking like 4 weeks, maybe even, but 4 hours, like, I'd have done the same damn thing, man.
Yeah, so I'm just like tripping out about this dude. I'm like, dude, look at, hey, this guy did it for everybody, bro. Anybody that's been,
It's the heart-stopping moment.
So if you've ever wanted to do this, go to saltlakecountyjail.com and put some money on his books, because
he's
gonna
if
need
you
it.
want to
He's gonna
support
need
this
it.
dude, he's in the county, Salt Lake County. Just go and drop him. He should have a GoFundMe.
It's-
Oh man, dude. Hold on, let's watch him. Hold on. There's this final. There's some dude right here that yells in the back.
Call the cops.
Call the
Crashes
cops.
right into a car dealership.
I told you.
Whoa, bro.
Oh,
Here's the thing.
The
Check
minute-
this out, though. These guys obviously knew that this dude was somewhat serious because he's recording the dude.
yeah,
I
dude.
mean,
Like, why are you egg the dude on?
Right.
You're
Yep.
holding your video camera, and you're getting which this thing has so many views, bro. Like, well, I can tell you right now, he should have had his car coded.
It would have slipped right through them doors.
Yeah, he should. It probably do. This is a really good Subaru ad. Like, the car is not even messed up.
Right? That's some hard paint.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude, there's
look
some really hard paint. So, bro, so that's
crazy.
kind of my week. So let me tell you this real quick before you go back
Yeah,
onto that. My shop runner truck, which I don't have a link for, it got stolen 2 weeks ago, and we were posting pictures online. We ended up finding it,
Saw that.
and it was in West Jordan, and it was on blocks. Or I mean, they took off all the tires, they stripped it and everything, and I just got it delivered back today, just now, like
saw
while I
that,
was
man.
gone.
I saw the rims were gone. That was
Hey, you know what?
disappointing.
You know,
That's-
dude, I like when bad shit happens to me because I know how much good is gonna happen to me. You know?
Yeah.
Like, dang, bro, I can't wait to the amount of good shit that's gonna happen to me.
That's,
you know, like
no, for sure, man. That's the way to look
bad
at
to
it.
look at that. And I was talking to my
It's
wife
not.
last night, so she's like, man, I was like, babe, we're about to run into some good karma.
Yeah.
You know? And then I had another thing good. So my buddy, I called him last night. I said, hey, can you go pick up my car? He's a tow truck driver. And he's like, all right, cool. I'll go pick it up as soon as I can. He went in, as soon as he had to open, he went and picked it up. And then he dropped it off. And I'm trying to pay him. He's like, no, man, don't even trip. There's good karma right there.
Bro,
he didn't even charge me. He just went and picked it up and he brought it over. And I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, thank you.
Here's the interesting thing about that, right? Is even if that's not real, let's say that your good karma doesn't come from that specific situation, just framing it in that perspective, right? Takes you out of the moment to where you're not going to have, you're going to have a good outcome because you're not dwelling in that bad thing that happened. When you dwell, if you were to just focus on that, oh man, that sucks, is more bad things are going to happen. Confirmation bias, you're going to find more shit that's wrong with your life. But just by changing your perspective and saying, man, I'm going to get good from this, you're going to create good, whether the universe actually gives it to you or you just create it because you're not stuck in that bullshit mindset and dwelling on that one thing, man. So perspective is crazy.
And it's crazy because, man, I don't know. It's like, I guess I was pissed and I was like, kind of sad about it. I was like, fuck, man, these assholes take my shit.
But you shifted so quick. And look.
Yeah, it was all good. You know, like, I'm glad that people, Asher and Isaac, they're the ones that found it out there. And
how'd they find it? They just rolled past it?
No, they were walking. He was walking out. He was going to go get groceries, and he looked at it, and it was actually just on these whatever wheels they put on there, and it had we have a little primer spot on the back. And he was like, man, it's a clean ass car. And he's like, and he looked at it, he's like, dude, this is, and he called me, FaceTime me, and he's like, bro, it's your car. It's here. I'm like, what? But they took out the stereo, they took out the wheels, and hopefully they go sell them. Because those wheels are really, they only fit like 2 cars.
Right.
So I'm like, bro, like, what the, like,
hey,
so anyways, bro, some good, dude, I would stick around me because I feel like some really good shit's going to happen to me. Like,
good shit always happens to you. It's because you make good shit happen,
yeah,
man. It's not good shit doesn't happen to you. It's you create good shit because you don't dwell in those moments and you keep on moving, man. That's what, just keep on moving. It's like one of my favorite sayings, I think Tom Hanks said, to put this in perspective, he said, the saying, this too shall pass.
Oh, yeah.
Like that was framed in a negative connotation. But when you think about it, if you have that perspective, whether it's good or bad, it keeps you grinding. Because when you're in those tough moments, this too shall pass. You're going to keep going until you get through it. But in the good, if you keep that same perspective, this too shall pass is going to keep you grinding because you're not going to rest on your laurels thinking that these good times are going to be around forever. So
no, that's the thing, because I'm wishing that dude good luck, the car dude.
Oh, for sure. You know what I mean? He's done what we've all wanted to do 100 times over. Money calling.
That was bad. But I'm dead seriously, bro. I'm like, I'm serious because I feel like, I don't know, when you have bad shit happen to you and you just dwell on it, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna go cry, or it's kind of like being sick. Like you could be sick, and I'm not, there's different types of sick, but like you get sick and you come up around and be like, I'm sick, and just be weak. You know what I mean? But you just turn around, it's all right, cool. I got to level up. Let's go. Let's start treating myself better. You know what I mean? Taking some meds, whatever you're going to do. But dude, God's looking out, man.
It's a real thing when you dwell in those moments. It's a real thing. It's called confirmation bias. It's just like when you buy a new car, right? Like when I bought my truck, and I bought my truck because I thought it was kind of unique and I didn't see a ton of them. The day I drove my truck home, every fucking stoplight I came to, there was a white Chevy Silverado. And I'm like, damn, these things are everywhere. Why? Because now I'm looking for them because I own one. So it's the same thing when you're like, man, all this bad shit happens to me. Oh, another bad thing that happens to me. Your brain goes to work trying to validate what you're saying, and you will find and create more bad things that happen to you. So changing that perspective, you and your wife have that conversation, you switching your perspective is the best way to get out of that. Just frame it as a different thing. What could this have done? Maybe that thing, maybe there's 100 different things that could have happened if that one thing didn't happen, if it didn't get stolen. But it's all in the lens that you choose to look at things. You create the story behind every situation. It's all about perspective. Life is perspective in a nutshell,
bro.
And you have complete control over the perspective that you choose.
No, and I always I'm not trying to be like, I hate when people are like genuinely, they're like, oh, well, good things. I was like, dude, I honestly, when you're down in the dumps and shit's rough, is when things get better.
There's
Like
no-
things aren't gonna get better if you're, you know, if you feel, I guess, I don't know. I guess
No,
that's my perspective. I feel like when I'm in the dumps and bad shit's happening, you know, whatever, you know, maybe, you know, work ain't going the way it's supposed to do, home life's not going, like that's cue points in your brain that's like, hey, I gotta re-look at things, I gotta reassess, I gotta reevaluate my life. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. That's just those are weights you have to keep on. You got to look and you got to reevaluate your life sometimes.
That's it, man. That's
and versus looking at the negative part is like, oh, poor pity me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
things aren't happening to you, they're happening for you. They're happening for you to step back and say, what can I do different? What can I change? What can I improve? What can I stop doing? Or what can I start doing to change these things from happening? Or what can I learn? Just what can I learn from this shit, man?
Yeah. Well,
life is a lesson.
One thing I learned is if you steal my shit, people are gonna find it because it's unique. So don't steal my cars, bro.
He does
like,
that intentionally.
Yeah, bro. Like you're not gonna. It's fine, but you just got some negative juju because I'm gonna do 10 great things and good things to people, and then that badness is gonna just find you. It's like, bro, like it's sad, but hey, it's a cycle. You build that cycle for your like. You're not gonna. You think you selling these wheels and making $300-400, whatever. It's probably not even that. And then walking around with that karma, you think it ain't gonna find you?
No, man.
Like, bro, like you're a magician. If you think that if you think that karma is, you can dodge that, no, you're not gonna dodge that.
No, but it's crazy because these people that have this mind, the people that do things like this, they won't connect those dots when those bad things happen that are happening because of the choices that they made. It's not going to be, oh shit, this is the bad karma from all the bad things that I did. It's going to be, oh, everyone's out to get me. Oh, this is happening. Like, you know, this is happening to me. And then it's going to keep them in that pit. It's a downward spiral, man. It's
it's a downward spiral. And we can't have people everyone can't be like me, can't be like you. We need them. We need that yin and yang.
Yeah. Well, everyone can be, but not everyone chooses to be. Not everyone is equipped.
It's like easy. And people think that they're living the struggle, they call it. But it's not the struggle, bro. Like the struggle is doing what I did today, waking up at 6 a.m, going to the freaking gym, taking my kid to school on time, making sure his homework's done, coming to school, dealing with this person, that's the struggle, bro.
Yep.
Like, bro, I've done like 20 things by 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. It's a struggle either way. You can struggle for the things that you want in life, or you can struggle for the things that happen to you when you don't struggle for the things that you want. Because you're gonna have struggle no matter what. It's just like with your health, man. When you don't do anything, you avoid the discomfort of going to the gym or not having the time for that. But that discomfort you're gonna feel 10 times over when your body starts breaking down on you. So you're gonna feel the discomfort one way or another. You can either choose to be the narrator of that discomfort and have good come out of it, or you can wait for life just to beat you down, because it's going to happen. You're going to feel it one way or the other. So take control and choose your discomfort.
Dang, bro.
How's business? How's work, man?
So, dude, I've been so freaking busy, but I want to answer a comment real quick. I had a video I posted earlier, but no, dude, work's so good, man. We're good. Christmas is good. The snow was nice today.
Yeah.
You know, it was, bro, like it was nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, people are like, dude, why are you so excited? I'm like, dude, the snow, there's no reason to live in Utah without having the snow. Like you have to have the snow here. Like if you're living here and it's really good weather, then
I live here.
Yeah, why live here?
I love the snow. I don't like the rain, but I love the snow.
Yeah. Love the snow, but hey, let's listen to. I don't know if I had it on this, but maybe it was my other thing. But I wanted to tell you real quick what I was doing right here.
Tell me.
This is a little trick, but it was on my Instagram. I had a comment because people don't understand what was going on. So what I did, you know what I did right here? We had a big ass run.
Oh yeah.
And I sanded that out. But some dude's like, "What are you doing?" Anyways, I was going to talk about that.
I want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. So tell me, I want to know.
Okay. So what I did is we got a big old run, and some guys like, learn how to paint, and just was running his mouth. And he was like, well, what do you have this? So the guide coat sticks in the crevices of everything. You use it. You can use this for scratches too. Like we use it not just for what is it called?
Sanding?
For runs, for sanding. Well, you can use it for texture too.
Right.
You want to get the texture nice and flat, you lightly sand it, spray some guide coat on it, and then you go ahead and level it out. once you eliminate all of the black, then
You know it's level.
You know it's
Yeah,
level,
yeah,
and then you can go ahead and polish. But you can use this with scratches. I think this is a big thing that's no one's
Is
really
using, yeah.
using. What everyone should be using it, at least just a really good guide, so they could
especially if you're learning, like if you're just attempting something for the first time or not really proficient in it, guide code is a great buffer zone, a great way for you to measure your progress on this, man.
Of
I
course.
love it. How do you like the can versus the powder?
I actually like the powder better.
Yeah, me too.
I like the powder better, and the only reason why I do like the powder better is because it's just so direct. And then overspray, it's not a big deal. Like you can easily just wipe it off, or you could you can easily just wipe it off. But I thought I had this comment in here that I wanted to. It wasn't in here. No, nothing. Okay, so never mind. So yeah, I had this comment in here, but I think it was actually on my Instagram. I should have pulled that up, but I don't have it.
Pull it up on your phone. Just pull it up.
What is? Oh yeah, I'll pull it up. So this is it. Oh yeah, let's pull this up.
A minute.
Yeah, cool. Hold on. I forgot I can do that. I'll just read it, but we'll watch the video and then we'll leave the video up. But yeah, so we use guide code for everything and not necessarily just for polishing or just to take out runs. We use it literally if you got to get out of scratch and it's too deep, you want to go ahead and you can use it for any. Okay, what's this dude say? Let me see.
That's a good one.
Just asking if we teach. No, we don't teach, bro. We just do, but we can. Oh, so this guy was wondering if to protect the paint from being sanding through, how else you use it to knock try not to just to knock down the area so you don't burn through. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we do. We use it so it's a guide so we don't burn through, because obviously if it's really flat, you need to know like, hey, I can't sand that.
Right,
because there can be a lot of clear coat. There can be a ton of clear coat, and you cannot sand it because it's flat. But yeah, you mainly want to use it just for textured paint.
But that's part of the purpose of the guide code is to let you know the least aggressive, the least amount of material you can remove to eliminate that defect or that whatever that situation you're working with. Without that, you don't especially on a situation like this or when you're doing texture leveling, it's a lot harder to see. Most time when you're doing texture leveling and you're not using guide coat, you go further than you need to because you don't have a guide, just your eyeballs and the way the light reflects. And I mean, you're almost always going to go deeper than you need to without using that. So guide coat in general is an underutilized tool, especially when you're learning something new like that.
Do you sell guide coat?
We don't, but I think
you need to have it. Like
most people don't even know what it is.
Well, I know.
It's too hard
Yeah, that's the thing is they should know because it's like an easy, like for us, we'll just go around the car and we'll just hit like, all right, if we're walking around to do a customer car, sometimes Michael will just go and just spray all these spots, and that's kind of him knowing. Versus I've seen people like go ahead and put tape around the car or mark it where the damage is. Like, all right, no, just go ahead and do it, and then you can do that.
That's a good idea.
I guess it's a little bit. You're adding more than you really would want to do.
I mean, not really. I mean,
yeah, I would do it. We do it. It's fine, but I feel like a lot of people want to do less.
Well, I mean, there's people that want to do less and there's people that want to do more. Most of the people that are doing more and not getting paid for it. This is the epidemic in our industry is doing more work than you're getting paid for, thinking that you're providing more value. You're doing it for your own ego. And that is the fastest way to kick your wallet in the dirt, man. Like your ego doesn't make you money. Your work does. So doing what the customer is paying for, I'm not saying shortchange your customer, but do what they're paying for. Stop polishing and sanding and cleaning for your own ego. I mean, go, you know what I mean? Like throw yourself a party or something if you need an ego boost, but stop leaving money on the table by trying to feed your ego on how good you are at paint correction, how good you are on that. Be a good business person, be a good provider for your family and make the most amount of money and provide the most customer value and do the best that you can in business for your family. That's how you provide value, man.
Yeah. Well, and I think I've done that.
You've done that.
Yeah. And I'm not doing it more, but yeah.
We've all done it. I still have to, when I do trainings, it's still hard for me not to go max, to do, the most. But if I'm teaching 75%, man, it's 75%
that's the thing is,
removal.
what is 75% really though? Like if you're polishing a car and you're trying to get it perfect, like really, like how do you gauge you're not even talking to a customer if you're even put that percentage on it. Really, right? You're because the customers don't really know. They just want shine. They want a car. They want to leave with a shiny car.
Yeah, well, most customers.
If you look at it like, yo, this has scratches, this has, all this stuff. But when they leave, their car's fixed.
Right.
That's what they're happy with.
Yeah. And that's what these guys focus on, getting every scratch out, not realizing when they take 75% of the scratches out, which are usually all of the swirls and the minor scratches that cause the gloss to disappear. Like that's that barometer, man. That's what gets you to that gloss. Most customers are cool with shiny scratches, but they want gloss, man. They want it to shine.
They want their paint to pop.
Yeah,
man. I want you guys to. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Oh,
Jamie Gonzalez,
I'm
Born
Shad
Detailer Podcast,
Yes,
full
sir.
effect,
another one,
bro. This is good.
It's
This
always
is
good.
Hey,
It's always good.
Don't buy a car from dealers. Some of those dealers are assholes.
Yep.
Don't mess with
Have
them.
it checked out by the mechanic first. Don't do it after, so you have to try and return it. You know what I mean? Do your due diligence. Due diligence.
Yeah.
That's the word of the day.
Peace out, y'all.